Sup, Nerdmigos? I'm the Jive talking nerd, John Norgrove. We've got Wife here. We're here for another review, Jive. Okay, so last night we watched the movie Midsommar.
And it was actually Midsummer.
And we watched it on Midsommar.
Ooh.
It was double entendre. It's like it's like that movie about dreams within dreams.
Inception.
Yeah, it's not a great movie. Anywho, so we decided to watch Midsommar. It was available on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was available on Amazon Prime, which is good. We didn't have to rent it, which is what we were prepared to do. So this movie came out in 2019. It's sort of like a horror, like, weird slice of life psychology special. So, it's fucking weird.
So when this movie came out last year, we just kind of like weren't able to make the time to go see it in the theater.
Yeah.
And we actually made the conscious choice to wait all the way till Midsummer this year
to watch it.
Because when
we
it's
like
a holiday
to watch movies
movie,
on theme.
We like to watch them at the same holiday.
Yeah, it's fun, you know? That's why we're holding off on Nosferatu, even though we read the book last
like 2 years ago almost.
2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah. So we waited like almost a year to watch Midsummer, and let me just say it did not disappoint us.
It was what's up.
So read the thing.
I'm gonna read the thing. Okay. So a couple travels to Sweden to visit their friend's rural hometown for its fabled Midsummer Festival. But what begins as an idyllic retreat quickly devolves into increasing violence and bizarre competition at the hands of a pagan cult. Which is pretty accurate for the most part.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah, it's okay. So, what happens in this movie? Basically, it's like a group of dude friends. They're all, I don't know, psychology or anthropology majors. They're all some sort of like human studies sort of majors, right?
Yeah.
And one of their buddies is this like weird Swedish guy who comes from basically like a commune, right?
Is what they know.
And so, and he's like, hey, you guys should like come and see my thing. It's super famous for doing
so they're going to spend like
Festival.
A month
So they're like,
Sweden.
okay, we're going to spend a month there. One of the guys has a girlfriend. She is a
hot mess.
Just
at the very beginning of the
so much fucking drama.
At the very beginning of the movie, like she's sitting there and she calls the boyfriend, and the boyfriend's like out with his buddies, and they're like, just break up with her, man, already.
Yeah,
it's
like,
not cool.
You don't even like her that much.
You've been trying to break up with her for a while, and then like immediately after that, this girl's sister kills herself and their parents.
And like in a really this movie has like a lot of like very visceral like camera shots.
Yeah.
And it really like doesn't pull punches for shit.
Yeah.
So like what your characters are going through, right? Like what the people that you're watching do the stuff in the movie, right? What they're going through, you really are like kind of going through the same thing.
Yeah, they're really like trying to evoke that feeling with you. So when you are taken through this segment where the sister, you know, where you're finding out like how the sister killed herself in the family, which we won't get into, but you're going through the shots having to do with it, and it's nothing like super gory or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it's very visceral.
Gory,
it is a little gory, but this isn't super gory.
Yeah.
But it's just like it's heartbreaking.
Well, and the whole movie
just like,
is really set up in this way as to sort of like build some sort of dissonance, right? To like sort of disturb you for the sake of disturb you, in my opinion. And it does a really good job of, it has this like crazy sound design.
Yeah.
You know, it's like real in-your-face sound design, and like visually the way it's shot is really interesting, and like whenever a character is sort of like kind of having like a mental break from reality, you can see the blurred out background behind him, the blurriness behind him starting to like move a little bit and stuff like that. So it really gives you a lot of depth, you know. And so the movie's really set up, and this is definitely not the kind of movie that we can give you a lot of details on, because I feel like, and like we're 100% going to watch it again probably this upcoming week.
Yeah.
But I feel like your first run through on this movie, as little information as you can possibly know, the better. Just because, and it's not like, there's a giant mystery, and it's not like totally expected almost 100% of the time.
Yeah.
They're like, let's do this thing. And you're like, that's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And then they do it, and then like some sketchy shit happens, and I'm like, remember when I said that was fucking dumb?
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
Well, but this whole movie is
not
really engineered to like have you feel like on edge.
It's supposed to make you, like, a little upset to watch it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it does a really good job.
Absolutely.
But, like, the way the beats are revealed, because some reveals are these, like, slow, drawn out, build up, where you're just like, I know what's going to happen here. It's been 15 minutes, I still know what's going to fucking happen, you know? Like, these slow build, and some of these reveals are just like, hey, yo, it's right there. You know, like, not jump scares, because there really aren't any jump scares in this. But it's, I don't think there's any jump scares. I think there might be, like, maybe one.
Maybe two.
But, like, this movie really, it's more atmospheric. It's, like, atmospheric horror. It's the kind of movie that you're, like, it's not, like, dark and, like, spoopy, you know,
actually,
and, like,
the way
ghosts.
that they did it reminds me
It's the exact opposite of that. It's, like, bright and cheery, and everybody's smiling, and everything's sunny, and it's fucking beautiful. This fucking place they're in is beautiful,
well,
and the walls are pretty, and the costumes are pretty.
The atmosphere is, like, a lot like that movie, The Witch.
Yeah,
it's
but again,
a totally different movie.
Instead of dark
and
moody,
but it gives
bright.
you that same, like, intense kind of feeling, even though it doesn't feel also at the same time like there's a lot of action, even though there is. So it has that same kind of feeling. But this was
certainly slowly paced, but to a good service, you know, to a good job. And honestly, like, this movie was one of those things where, like, you're watching it and you're just like, what the fuck is gonna happen next? What the fuck is gonna happen next? You know, like, obviously, the set design was amazing. Yeah. This place was fucking gorgeous. Yeah. Like, just like that, like fields of tall grasses and small yellow and white flowers.
Most of this takes place in, for lack of a better word, the compound that this Swedish guy's commune family lives in. And there's all of these buildings. There's, like, a lot of common buildings too, but it's out in the middle of nowhere, basically. Yeah. So there's
it's just in, like, a pretty little valley.
So you're basically I don't even know that it's in a pretty little town. It is.
Valley.
It's in a beautiful valley.
Yeah.
And it's like its own town, but, like, it's got all of, you know, like, this old-timey kind of feel of architecture. So there's, like, this building where most of the people are, you know, where pretty much everybody sleeps. And then there's, you know, other, like, common buildings and stuff. And
it's definitely a commune. And it's set up so that way, you know, it's one of those, like, all right, it's a 45-minute drive, you know, to get to, like, the nearest place where there's, like, any sense of modernity. Yeah. You know, so it's like very old school, you know, and everybody dresses in, like, uniform clothing, and everybody sleeps, you know, just in, like, a big hall with beds, and so it's like very you know, like, hippie Norwegian commune sort of a vibe, you know, and it's very like, this is brother so and so and sister so and so kind of a thing, you know. So and like 99% of this movie takes place just in this valley, right? You really only have your setup at the very beginning, which, to be honest, I didn't even know was in the movie.
You were there for that.
No, I mean, like, before watching the movie, I assumed it all took place in Nightmare Valley.
Oh.
You know? Like, I don't fucking know what the hell the movie was really on about, but,
even after we watched Ending Explained for this movie.
And it must not have remembered it or whatever.
Remember it, basically.
Yeah, we're just like, what the fuck?
I mean, we got the ending. We didn't need anybody to explain it to us, but we really like Ending Explained.
Yeah, he's the best.
And all of his stuff.
No, but so it's, you know, it's really, it's that atmospheric horror, but it doesn't do it through, like shadows. Because everything's, you know, it's midsummer, so they basically don't have night. Everything's well lit.
Yeah, so it's all done in the brightest of lighting, and everything feels very bright and washed out.
Well, too. it's like bright and, like, sunny, and everybody's happy, and there's there's never really any like dread, like, you know, scary, dark shadow, murdery stuff.
There is, it's just there is some really cool foreshadowing that they do, and the foreshadowing in most things is like
beautiful.
Yeah, the foreshadowing in most things is like kind of like ominous, but this stuff was like, it was a little bit like when you're watching a Freddy movie, and in the Freddy movie they go into the dream sequence, and then you have the little girls and they're doing the hopscotch and they're doing the thing, where it's something that's totally innocuous and that people are happy, right? But that it's there's something about it that's inherently creepy, and there's a lot of that happening in this movie, and a lot of it is happening in the background of scenes that you don't even notice. So we're really excited actually to watch this a second time.
There's a lot of the characters basically being like so doped out of their mind that like they're almost not even people, you know, they're just like kind of like just sort of like looking and staring almost. And being pushed around, and you know, they're doing all the psychedelic shit, and there's just there are so many parts of the movie where you're just like is there like witchcraft happening, or is this just like a weird hippie shit, you know, because it really toes that line.
Honestly, we don't even know.
Yeah, real talk.
After seeing this, we don't know. Is there spoopy magic stuff? We don't know.
Yeah,
because
but it's one of those things that it doesn't
could easily
really portray, you know, whether it is or it isn't. But either way, I mean, I'm gonna give this 5.
I'm gonna give this 5 out of 5.
It was a fantastic movie.
I understand a lot of people didn't like this movie, but I mean, maybe go into a movie playing devil's advocate, right? And try
not
to
necessarily.
understand.
I mean, hate shit that you should hate. Like it's good to hate.
But like, try to suspend disbelief.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
a thing that I constantly tell you when we watch movies.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I think judge everything all the time. It's your job. If you consume, you should judge it. It's, you know, it's the system. But no, I mean, you know what? I enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, that's fine. Honestly, tell me below why you didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, have you seen it?
That's always an interesting one to me. Is like, if you don't like a movie, that's great. But like, why don't you like it? You know, and some people just like, they're just like, I'm not really into it, whatever. And you're like, all right, that's cool, whatever. Like, it's super psychedelic. Let me tell you what. Honestly, other than like cell phones in the beginning and shit, this movie could have been shot in the 70s.
Easy.
Like, real talk. It's such a... And it's really, honestly, like, sort of paced in tone. Like, 70s, just, like, slow... Sort of, like, creepy, weird, hippy-dippy horror sort of stuff. I thought it was a really good movie. 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I thought the effects were done well as also.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime, so if you like... They paid a lot of care and attention to the effects and the set design and even the costume design. You guys know I love costume design stuff. It's good.
And this makes me want to embroider on some clothes so bad.
Yeah, everybody had cool outfits and
everybody
stuff.
Everybody had dope outfits.
It was a cool, like, psychedelic atmospheric horror is really the way that I would say it.
Yeah.
But if you have Amazon Prime, check it out.
Yeah,
Tell us what you think.
Tell us what you think.
You know? If you can think of other horror movies
similar to this, let us know, because this was right up our alley.
I love watching horror movies, so just let us know what's going on with that. But don't forget to like this video, comment below, share this video, subscribe to this channel, do the bell, do all that shit, you know, that stuff. Yep. I've been John Norgrove, this has been Wife, this is Review Jive. We watched Midsommar. It was awesome. Go fucking watch that shit.
5 out of 5 for sure.
And we'll fucking catch you guys on the flip side.